Howdy, folks. Zelgrax here with Siberius.
Hello.
I just literally pointed to you. That was weird.
Thank you.
And we are back playing some Total War Warhammer 2 Counterstrikes, Volume 4. Apparently the Lizardmen strike back in this instance. So I'm playing my defending Empire army in their third battle, having defeated the dwarfs and then withstood the... Ooh. Who did you bring in the second one?
Wood elves?
Wood elves.
Yeah, wood elves.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, that was really back and forth.
Yeah.
The map was a really interesting one. So this time, Siberius is bringing the Lizardmen. Now, I'm very familiar with the Lizardmen army in general. I'm going to go ahead and hit start here. Very familiar with the Lizardmen army, but it can be built in so many different ways that I have no idea what's coming my way, which is a little scary. Okay, map looks interesting from the just from this first deployment zone type thing.
Yeah.
Looks like it's interesting and hilly.
Not
Not as hilly as
it
it looks. Okay, and then we got some structures in the middle here too, which probably won't.
Not as structural as they look.
Yeah, these are just like little rock lumps. Oh yeah, actually this is really quite flat. Battle map, very misleading. Also, I couldn't tell what was up and what was down, so that didn't help. Is this supposed to be this big up here? Wow, yeah, okay. This is ludicrously flat. Okay. So let's have a little look around. Okay. Okay. Don't mind that, don't mind that. Groovy. Let's start getting set up.
Awaiting command. Sigma commands. Spearman! What do you bid? We are Sigma's heirs! Great cannon!
Interesting.
Artillery! Demigriff knights!
Oh boy. I don't know, this could go real badly wrong. But isn't that just like life?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Does anyone know any battle hymns to cheer the men?
It just said, does anyone know any battle hymns to cheer the men? Okie dokie.
Oh, I feel like this isn't going to be great.
Spearman! For Heldenhammer! Yes, sir! By Ulrich's wrath!
Okay, let's
Soldiers of
let's
the
think about
Emperor!
this.
For Heldenhammer! What do you bid? Hellblaster!
guess I'm ready.
Wreathe them in flame!
Sure. Won't be as bad today. Sorry,
Ready
listeners.
for war!
Won't be as bad today. Yeah. It can still be real busy.
Demigryph Knights!
Could judge by what it looks like outside.
Man, if only there was a mute option.
Let's see. I guess you need to just, yeah. Be alright. Alright. Sorry about that. I changed my plan on my setup a little bit.
I see.
But now I think I am good.
Alright.
Are you good?
Think so.
I guess start when ready.
Start when jolly well ready.
Cavalry, ready!
Alright.
Ready! Take aim! Taking position! For the twin-tailed comet!
Alright, what have we got here? Oh, good. Slam.
Fire! Formation! Arch! Yes, sir! Quickly! Salia protects us! Go! Great cannon! Detachments ready! Yes, my lord! Yes, sir! Quickly!
Okay, I think we're all on the move.
Empire's might! State troops, ready! By Ulrich's wrath, we obey! Yes, General! Sigma! No! Get them!
I knew those communions would be there somewhere.
Hellblaster volley gun! Find your targets! Roar! Attack! State troops, ready! Hellblaster! Ready! Withdraw!
Oh, this map's too big.
It is quite large.
Channel fire!
You're not wrong.
We are Sigma's heirs! Take position! My noon ready! Fire! Yes? Quick march! Sigma calls! Spearmen! For the Warhammer! The Heldenhammer! Hellblaster volley gun! The Empire endures! To battle! For Heldenhammer! The winds glow hot!
Come on, guys, you can do this.
Sigma preserve us!
That's not good.
To battle! Yes, quickly!
That's very not good.
At speed! Sigma preserve us! See to it! Now! Prepare for combat! Faster! Ready! By Ulrich's wrath! By the Emperor's will!
Oh, that's very not good.
For war! I'll burn them! We are Sigma's heirs! Take the ground! Go!
Less
Sigma
gangs.
calls! Formation, march! Sigma, preserve us! Taking position! I channel fire!
Oh boy.
Battle! Sigma! I call for us!
This one's not going so well.
No lingering!
It's intense.
Fire endures!
Yeah.
Seething fire! At speed! Formation march! Ready for war! At speed! Our steeds are restless! Spearmen! Go! Sir! To battle! Moving out! Find the enemy! Move out! To battle! On my command! Sigma! Spearman! Demogryph Knights! For the Warhammer! Sigma calls! For the Helden Hammer!
Oh man. Oh, that's frustrating.
What's that?
Nothing.
Wise counsel! It will be done! Ready to serve! Attack! What? The winds glow hot! Great cannon! Take position! We obey!
Let's get in there.
Attack! Get them! For the Empire!
Yikes. That's not helpful.
Demogryph Knights! Charge! Red cannon! Yes, sir! Sir! Withdraw! Taking aim!
Yeah. No kidding. Just very kindly told me I'm losing ground.
My Oryx!
Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Ooh. Oofta.
It was a little back and forth, but it definitely felt better. In terms
Yeah.
of, I felt a bit more like I wasn't tumbling to dust.
I was not in a position to deal with that much big stuff. I think
Yeah.
you had the cold ones. I dealt with it easily. I wasn't too worried about them, thankfully.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Scarvet and Slan is going to be difficult. Scarvet and Carnosaur.
Yep.
That's two big targets. The Bastillodon's a third big target, and then you got the Cruxigors. That's a fourth big target.
My main thing, well, I felt like you could have dealt with them, except my main thing was get in and on your guns, because that's what's wrecked me every time.
And I mean, they only show one kill between them. I'm not sure that's correct. Well, I mean, like, that might be correct, but I feel like I damaged some of your bigger things without getting the credit for it, if you see what I mean.
You do. The war wagon, I was also realized I must destroy that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a risk by putting it out front early.
Where were your archers? I didn't even see them.
I left them in some woods and forgot about them until the end, and then they just ran off on their own.
Okay. Because I know they've been a problem in the past too, but I figured I had some speed in the army to try and catch stuff. My pterodons were helpful. Just my Scarvet just rampaging into your war machines was helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, and I went with like a loose formation at the back. Again, like the spearmen, I knew were going to be chaff. That's fine. Grey Swords did some killing, but not as much as they should have. You had one of my units of knights just chasing your chameleons around.
Yep.
But I mean, it's tricky because I could have ignored them, but then you still would have been doing all the damage anyway.
Yeah.
I did try to focus the demogryphs on big things, because I think they're decent at that. But
Yeah, I was popping a lot of stuff off as well though to help out with that.
yeah, I got off a couple of good burning heads, but not much.
You did. I saw one nasty one.
Yeah, I upcast the second one that kind of went through a big chunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you had a good counter.
Yeah, I don't think it's even too crazy an army. Like I didn't sort of go all out on anything.
No, I mean I half expected like crazy skink swarm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I tried to I felt I mean Soros are just so solid for staying in there. I felt like I needed something to bog down because your infantry was not like a rollover.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also had spears so that when the cavalry came in, they could at least give back.
Yeah.
And then the rest of my army was mostly harassment or hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt down all of your elements because you got so much all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Scarvat was probably the star of the show because he just, you would sort of bog him down for a second, but then I'd be like, oh, hang on, he's trying to get his cannons back online. Charge out and go kill a cannon or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even go for your general at all because I've made that mistake I think in the last game, and then I realized he's not really that good, so
no,
just ignore him.
And the fire wizard, I managed to eventually shield him with some knights so that he could get away again.
Yeah, I kept trying to get at him, but I think by that stage it wasn't too bad. Whatever.
No, it didn't matter. He was regenerating magic so slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, after those that's the downside to those big spells, because I was mostly firing off Regrowth and Earthblood, and they both recharge fairly well, so that was a help.
Yeah.
Well, the Empire still claimed the top spot.
Yeah, for now.
I did do one thing which I think was huge. Originally I tried to deploy mostly in the woods over on my right to try and shield myself from your initial fire, but I realized you would probably set up on the other side looked like the juicier deployment zone for you, so I switched my whole army over to there, and luckily I guessed right, which meant I could get on you a little faster as well.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty big.
Yeah.
It would have taken me forever to get across the battlefield, and you'd have just been pounding me and probably have dealt with my harassing units before my other units could get in, rather than have to deal with both at the same time.
Yeah, if I could have had the like the Hellblaster, was it Black Lions? Yeah, if I could have had the Black Lions just peppering your Pterodons, for instance, that would have been nice.
Yeah, I tried to sort of juke around in front of the Hellblaster, and I know I took some losses on the one unit, but I felt like it was overall worth it to save. I think in the end you decided to go for something else because you weren't probably getting as much value as you wanted out of it.
Yeah.
I realized I wasn't doing much damage to you, but I was like, whatever. I'm here. It's whatever can stop that horrible thing, because it just blasts so much death into infantry and stuff and cavalry.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to think about what you're going to bring now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be tricky.
Need to save this iteration because I did change it slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll ponder, and be interesting to see what I can come back with.
Indeed.
I didn't feel very in control of that for most of it, so I'm not surprised I lost.
It's usually a good indicator if you're like, all the time. As I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah. I think, like you said, I think because you were able to harass stuff on its way in, like as you approached, that meant that I wasn't really in control by the time the Saurus got in.
Yeah. I pretty much just sent my Scarvet in, which I know was a little reckless, but I felt like with the regrowth to back him up if he had to run out again, would probably be okay. He can at least take some damage.
Yeah.
But he also causes you to have to deal with a big rampaging monster in your backline.
Yeah. Well, I shall do some pondering and look forward to trying to disassemble what I feel like is very much my own army. So that's weird.
Yep.
Groovy. Well, until next time, thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Ta-ra!